Han Solo is now with Scooby-Doo.
I love the way Harrison Ford, he's like, I don't want to be in it. I won't be in any more Star Wars films. I want to make Call of the Wild.
I want to make a rom-com with a dog.
I want to make Call of the Wild.
This is Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, exactly. Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to episode 28 of Straight to Series. My name is Connor.
And I'm Ian.
And welcome. Please check us out on Instagram,
Facebook,
Twitter.
YouTube.
We shout it out all the time.
SoundCloud. We're on everything.
We are on everything. Nobody listens to us on everything, but we are there.
Yes.
Which is what's important.
Yeah.
We're like the uncle that shows up, you know? We're there.
At everything.
At everything.
For
we're
the
there.
free food.
Our presence mightn't be great, but we're there, you know?
Yeah.
You know?
We put the time in.
We put the time in. You get a tenner in your card, you know?
That's all I want.
I call you by your brother's name or something.
Don't fucking kiss me on the cheek.
Yeah, don't come near me. Don't come near me.
Don't fucking touch me.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Recently divorced, I see. Yes, I am. All right. Anyway, that's enough self-promotion.
Yeah. We go straight into box office.
Let's get straight into box office.
Let's do it.
And we promise it won't take half an hour this time.
Yeah.
Like last time.
Except we didn't do box office. We just
didn't
did
really.
everything and the box office.
Yeah, basically. Spoke about whatever the fuck we wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Frozen came out.
Oh, fuck. I completely forgot about that.
They made a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it here. Oh, yeah, there it is. It's on 370 million.
Wow.
It's not even out a full week yet.
I see.
But, like, you could tell the future easily.
Yeah.
It's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah. Do you think it'll make $1 billion?
Yeah.
Really?
I'd say so. It's weird that I keep hearing people saying, oh, I brought my 4-year-old to see it. And you're like, they weren't born when Frozen 1 came out.
Fuck, they weren't.
Yeah, isn't that... That's
weird.
That's good for a franchise.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's constantly picking up the audience as it goes along. The young audience.
Yeah. You see, I think if I had a kid, I'd be really selfish and I'd just show him movies that I liked as a kid.
Oh, I would instantly. We're watching Scarface again.
Yeah. Let's watch Scarface.
He's 3. He's old enough.
Yeah, we're gonna watch The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly.
Yeah, Goodfellas.
Yeah. My wife is gonna leave and divorce me is what I mean. No, she's gonna go out for shopping and then I'm gonna turn off whatever the fuck Frozen 5 or whatever.
Peppa Pig is going.
Just gonna turn that off and then I'm gonna...
You fucking cockroach!
I'm gonna take the kid, put him on my knee, and I say we're gonna watch Dad's film now, and it'll be The Good, the Bad, the Ugly, and it's gonna be great.
Kid hasn't slept for a week.
Yeah, hasn't. No, he just hears,
Mom, you gotta shop again. Don't go to shop.
Don't go shop again. Don't go. We're gonna watch one of Dad's films.
Yeah. But anyway, Frozen killing it.
Not surprising.
Yeah. Tell me something I don't know. Like, I mean, this was a sure thing. It's scary that like 3 and 4-year-olds are mad to see this movie.
Yeah, it is. It's so weird. We were talking about this because we watched the trailer for Onward. Wasn't that
Onward,
the new
that's
Pixar,
the new Pixar one? Yeah.
And we were like, I haven't really been interested in a Pixar movie in a very long time.
Yeah, it's weird, isn't it?
They're like all the Pixar movies in my childhood. I'm like, love it.
And they're the only ones that I'm interested in now.
Totally.
The established franchises like Incredibles 2 when that came out, I was like, oh, I can't wait for that.
Finding Dory.
Yeah, obviously Toy Story 4 for me was a big deal.
Me too, yeah.
I love that.
What's your favourite Toy Story?
I don't know.
No.
They're all so good. There's not a bad one. That's how I feel.
No.
It could be the third one. The third one was the one that broke my heart in pieces. Even though the fourth one as well resonated big time, but the third one...
Toy Story 2 breaks my heart.
Yeah?
Every time, yeah.
What scene in Toy Story 2?
Jesse, when you find out Jesse's backstory.
That scene, they played a full song.
Yeah.
I don't know what country singer it is. It's a really famous female singer.
I'll have to look it up.
But it's almost like I think it's a 3-minute long scene.
Yeah.
With no dialogue. It's such a artistic thing to do for a kid's movie.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah.
It's a bold move.
It is.
And it's perfect.
Have you seen the fan theory, by the way, that Andy's mom is Jesse's former owner?
Yeah.
Because he has the hat and it's not Woody's hat, it's Jesse's hat. So
there's a lot of theories.
Oh yeah,
for Pixar in general, that they're all in the same universe. And
my brother just texted me. My brother's started watching the show. He's just sent me a quote from something I said from the last episode.
Okay.
Just now, my extent of the knowledge of cats comes from Team America World Police. It's true.
Well, thankfully he's not quoting me saying I drink a pint of Margot Robbie's blood.
No.
That's the one that stuck out to me when I listened back.
He sends those messages to the police.
Oh, is it? Yeah.
He sends me the funny quotes that we make, and then the problematic ones go straight to the police.
Which is usually coming from my mouth.
Unless I'm talking about China.
China. Oh, you want a blanket statement? Here's a blanket statement.
Let's make some more blanket statements.
I got one prepared. Here's one I prepared earlier.
Here's one I made earlier, and there'll probably be 5 more I didn't prepare.
Exactly.
No, Jesse's like, and also I love.
That's a beautiful scene.
I love all the Woody's Roundup stuff. For some reason,
it's great.
It feels like I'm watching a show I used to watch as a kid, which is weird.
And to think that was going to be straight to DVD.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that madness? And they reworked the whole thing in like a weekend, the whole story.
Yeah.
They reworked it.
And there's so many elements that I think it's because I've watched it the most as well. Like I love the Zurg Buzz Lightyear thing.
Yeah, and the Star Wars connection as well.
Yeah, and then the Barbie Dream House.
It starts with the video game.
Yeah, I love that video game. Wanted as a kid.
And that's A Bug's Life. It's the same. Environment, I guess.
Yeah.
And they fucked it up. They didn't like do the right calculations for the gravity, and that's why the stones are floating. And they were like, "Oh, that's perfect because it's like supposed to be on the moon or whatever."
Yeah.
Really cool.
It's
love all that trivia.
Yeah, and I love that. Like, there's just so many lines in it that I love. Like when they go by the Barbie's dream house, and Mr. Potato Head is like, "I'm a married potato. I'm a married potato." Yeah, he's like, "I'm a married man. I'm a married man."
The car crash that they end up doing because they're in the cones. My god, it's so. I just love how oblivious they are to it.
Yeah.
And is it Mr. Potato Head that gets his foot caught in the gum?
His foot caught in the gum, and he has to go and grab it.
Yeah, just nearly gets hit by that massive concrete pipe.
Yeah. And then there's the Rock'em Sock'em guys.
Yeah,
he's like, he went this way.
He was talking to me.
And then they hit each other, and his head goes up, and he's like, "Oh fuck."
It's great. Oh, we also get to see the guy, the toy fixer.
The toy fixer. Yeah, he was cool.
Yeah, really cool.
He was from a Disney short, and they didn't want. It was a Disney chess short, and they didn't want to make a new model, so they just took him from that short and put him in the movie.
Works so well.
One of the most satisfying scenes in a movie.
Yes.
Watching him clean.
I don't know why it satisfies me so much when he paints the boot.
Yeah.
And you just see because you see the paint strokes.
Yeah, and you kind of go, oh, Andy's name, but then you're like, oh, it's very satisfying.
It looks great.
I like when he's doing the eye with the cotton swab, and it's just like,
yeah.
Anyway,
we're doing it again.
We are doing it again. Box office. So yeah, it is interesting that Frozen's going to do so well, but again, I'm not connecting with these new franchises.
It scares me that it's still building an audience.
Yeah.
Like 3-year-olds are mad about Frozen.
Also, I don't like Frozen.
Do you think if you had a sibling, is that mainly what it is? Is if you had a sibling that was 4 when it first came out, and now they're like 7 or 8 or whatever,
they're still
along. Watching that.
Well, also I think like for parents, like new parents didn't have a kid. They're like, oh fuck, I have this new 1-year-old. I want to go to the cinema.
What's the go-to movie?
Yeah, Frozen. Exactly. You're not going to bring him to, I don't know. Like you can't. What else is out now?
The Irishman.
Yeah, exactly. On Netflix.
I'm going straight to Scorsese now.
Yeah, exactly. I just think that's kind of the beauty of Disney is that, or Pixar and all these kids movies, you'll always have a demographic.
Yeah, and they're timeless.
Yeah.
They're timeless.
Some of them are anyway. Some of them don't age very well. Yeah.
The ones with those cautions at the start.
Basically, yeah. I still want to watch Disney Be Brave. Put Song of the South on your app. I want to watch it.
It's going to be.
I hope so.
It's going to be.
I hope so.
Well, since we've been talking a lot about Joker's box office.
We certainly have.
I noticed something very interesting.
You did.
So...
I feel like every week you find out something new and interesting about Joker, which I love.
With the box office.
Yeah.
So if you look at its foreign intake, it's on 710 million. So that's everything it made outside of America.
Plus, look at that beautiful number.
I know.
710 million even.
It's on 1,037 million right now, by the way.
Yeah,
it's coming close to Aladdin.
It might...
Which is saying a lot.
It might inch out Aladdin.
It might, just barely. But what I think is fascinating is the fact that Joker outside of America without China made more than Aladdin did outside of America with China.
Yeah.
That's scary.
That is scary.
And of course Aladdin had 3D as well. And I always say this each episode, but 3D makes a big impact. Now I know it's not as popular, but it's still premium price tickets.
But that's the whole reason Avatar has made as much money as it did.
Yeah, 2.7 billion?
Yeah, it was like that. I don't know.
No, it's 2.7.
2.7?
Yeah, because Endgame didn't make over 100 million more.
No, 2.79.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So, yeah, that's why it made so much money. And it did have a re-release as well, as did Endgame.
Yes, which was very quiet.
Avatar's re-release was way better than Endgame's.
Yeah.
Do you know that? And I think Disney fucked up Endgame's re-release.
too.
They really did. They put no effort into it.
No, they could have done so much more. They could have really got that 3 billion.
They had unfinished scenes in it of the Hulk.
Yeah, it's like
people just gasped in despair when they seen it.
I know.
Like, why?
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck? Why? Why?
It's not
literally all the money in the world. You don't have pockets deep enough.
Yeah.
They're making banks to store your money.
Honestly,
And they still couldn't finish that scene.
It's a smack in the face, basically.
To the fans.
Considering that so much care went into Endgame, everything, like you look at that movie, it's so carefully written and put together and everything, and then to be putting out unfinished scenes in the next.
And here's the thing, okay? And I'll try not rant about this, but Fox, when they did Avatar, knew, okay, we got something special here. The fans are gonna love this shit. Like, this is gonna be, there's gonna be there's gonna be novels, there's gonna be stage plays. They knew it the minute, like, it made over 2 billion, and this was unheard of at the time. So they said, "What? Right, we'll do a re-release." You know, James Avatar,
Mm-hmm.
James Avatar Cameron.
He might as well be.
James Avatar Cameron said that they spent $1 million per minute on the re-release.
I mean, yeah.
And that's why there's 10 minutes of extra footage, and he spent $1 million each per minute. So they spent $10 million on doing a re-release.
So Disney could spend $10 million per minute.
Per minute.
Or $100 million.
He only did, like, it was around 4 minutes, I think, of extra footage as well. Like, fucking give them something else.
Yeah, come
give
on.
them a bit more.
Give us
some
some
meat.
meat.
But the fact that they actually put money into it, where clearly Disney didn't at all.
Yeah. It's a shame, especially because you heard coming up to it, the Russo brothers were like, "Yeah, we have a 4-hour cut of this film, you know," and it's like, why don't you put that out?
Yeah.
Why don't you even be like,
why not? Like 4 hours. I know, like, of course, loads of cinemas won't be able to show it.
Yeah.
But loads of cinemas weren't showing the re-release. They're only doing like 2 or 3 showings a night anyway.
Yeah, exactly. It's the biggest movie of the year. People will sit there and watch a 4-hour show.
I'm telling you, if you did the 4-hour cut exclusively in IMAX 3D, so you get double premium price tickets,
people would still go see it.
you'd go see it.
And then, like, not people wouldn't just see it, because when you think about when any comic book or superhero or any of those properties come, what do you get? You get people doing breakdowns on YouTube, people needing to go multiple times to see everything, to try and catch everything.
It's a massive free marketing engine.
Totally.
Because the fandom is so massive.
Totally. Like, before you even watch the Mandalorian episode, you go on YouTube, 5 or 6 videos already, explaining what happened in the Mandalorian.
The history of Mandalorians and all like that. I've been meaning to watch loads of them.
Yeah. I watched one recently about kind of explaining all the Mandalorian lore.
I've been watching the Screen Crush breakdowns of each episode.
Oh, yeah.
It's great.
Those are cool. Yeah.
A Screen Rant, isn't it?
Screen Rant.
Sorry, Screen Crush, I think it's just some other website.
I think that's something else, yeah. I've definitely watched a Screen Crush video somewhere.
I feel like I have, but it's Screen Rant, where the guy's it's like a blockbuster kind of...
I've watched a Screen Rant, a Scream Crush, a Scream Cum. Like, I've seen everything.
I've seen it all.
I've seen it all, baby. Yeah, it's...
all to do with the Mandalorian.
All to do, yeah.
Screen Doesn't take his helmet off.
Screen Cum was especially poignant for me.
Yeah, exactly.
Pedro Pascal was... some interviewer asked her, and she was like, what do you think of people being attracted to your character who doesn't show his face, like the voice and the look and everything? And he's Pedro Pascal, charming, kind of humble. That isn't happening. And he's kind of looking coy around. He's like, no, that's not
brushing
happening.
all those letters away. That he's got all that fan mail.
I find that hard to believe. Yeah. I'm like, I fucking don't.
If women fancy serial killers, they're gonna fancy the fucking Mandalorian. Space cowboy with an awesome motorcycle helmet
and a flamethrower.
I'm talking myself into his pants right now. I'm like,
too.
Okay, I'll fuck him.
No, helmet on. That's it. No. It's like Judge Dredd. Judge Dredd never takes his helmet off. You know, I don't know.
Unless it's Stallone.
I am the law. I am the law. I watched...
My dad used to quote that all the time.
Oh, yeah?
He loved that movie. Loved it. And he used to go, like, he'd be jokingly say, he'd be like, go up to bed. And I'm like, no. And he'd go, I am the law.
Yeah.
Go up to bed.
That's the whatever his name is. Who's the other actor in that?
Rob Schneider.
Oh, Rob Schneider's in that. Rob Schneider is... That's all I...
Is a stapler.
He's a stapler. Yeah. I was watching clips from that movie recently, and I liked it as a kid, and it's not a good movie, but I was like, the practical effects in this movie are really fucking good.
Pretty good. I've watched it as a kid and enjoyed it, but I haven't revisited it.
That killer robot in it, You know the big like Terminator looking one?
No,
like,
I can't remember.
It's like all practical effects.
Is it?
And you watch him and he like boots up and he does it and it's like, man, I actually really miss when movies did this, you know?
When was it made?
I want to say 1990 something.
1995.
Oh,
wow.
Okay. I was going to say mid-90s.
The suit actually is pretty excellent, isn't it?
It's more comic accurate than the Dread one.
Yeah, even though the Dread one is such a good movie.
It is cool.
Look at the cockpiece on him. I didn't see that.
That's a bad look.
My God.
That's a really bad angle.
Or a good angle, depending on how you
look
at it.
He
That's
looks
some groin guard.
Yeah, he looks like he smelled something off.
But he looks like that in the whole movie.
That's true. But then there's the guy who's like made of skin as well in it. There's just some really good practical effects in that movie.
Oh, you got the Hot Dread as well.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Hot Judge, I should say.
Hot Judge. It's just a woman with a judge helmet on, and you're like, that's a hot judge right
Yeah, I
there.
know.
Oh, it's Diane Lane.
I did not know that.
What the fuck?
And I want to go on record as saying still would.
Still would. Yeah, me
Still
too.
would.
Diane
Still got
Lane.
some pep in her step.
Certainly does.
Anyway, here, we should go back to Joker.
We should.
Because I said, right, so Aladdin, it beats Aladdin internationally. I just thought that was fascinating.
It is.
Disney reboot, live action reboot, which is all the craze right now.
Yeah.
Made more money internationally. Toy Story, it made more money outside of America than Toy Story 4.
Crazy.
It made more than Captain Marvel, and that's including China and 3D.
Yeah.
For Captain Marvel, and it still made more than it. That's scary. And you know what? If you minus China from Spider-Man Far From Home, it makes more.
Amazing.
So essentially, per population, you're talking more people went to see Aladdin. More people went to see Joker than Aladdin, Toy Story 4, Captain Marvel, and Spider-Man Far From Home.
Crazy. Like,
that is scary.
That is scary. That, I mean, it's a statement to the quality of the movie.
Yes.
But we're going to get into this in news. You can understand why DC are making some certain decisions
There's
at this point.
massive ripple effects.
Yeah.
Now, DC and Warner Brothers are the exact company that would be like, okay, every movie's going to be like Joker now.
Wait a minute. You like that? Make them all like that.
But they're so confused now because Aquaman was a massive success. And that's the completely other end of the spectrum. Yeah. That's the Disney arena.
They're sitting there like, I don't understand.
What the fuck? Does Aquaman kill people now?
We've made a movie, 2 movies that are different, and they were both successful. What do we do? We got to do something in the middle, and that's what's gonna fuck up, basically.
Yeah, exactly. We just get absolute trash.
No, we can't have diversity in our films. No. Otherwise, people won't like them. What if we make a diverse film and no one likes it?
But how do we build a franchise on that?
How do we build a franchise on that? What do we do?
If we make it, will they come?
Yeah, will they come? If you build it, they will come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so they're in a weird position now because Aquaman is literally it's the Marvel template.
Yeah,
and I love the actually no, Joe. We'll wait and get into it later on.
Yeah, we'll get into it later.
Teaser.
Ooh, that means you have to,
later.
That means you have to listen. You
gotta keep watching. Please keep watching.
Yeah, and how's Charlie's Angels doing? I wanted to say before we finish.
Scroll down.
Yeah, let's go down.
Scroll down further.
Okay, hang on. We're in 238 million.
Scroll
Surely it's there.
Down further.
Well, we're still in 100 million, so it'll be there somewhere.
We're going past Angel Has Fallen.
Okay. Angry Birds 2.
Some context.
Dora and the Lost City of Gold, live action Dora movie. We're past there. Pet Sematary.
That
didn't do very well. Ford versus Ferrari. That's
Ford
not
versus Ferrari.
Doing great.
Yeah, but that's an Oscar awardy deep movie.
Okay, Rambo Last Brut.
Midway.
Oh, Midway. Okay, so we're out of the 100,000s now.
Actually, while we're passing Midway,
excuse me,
we're midway down the list as well.
Hey.
So Midway is on 92 million. Cost 100 million to make. So this was number 1 at the weekend that Dr. Sleep came out. It beat Dr. Sleep, and it's still failing.
Oh.
Isn't that scary?
That is scary.
So that came number 1 on the weekend it came out, and it still hasn't made back its budget. And essentially, it's a failure.
Yeah.
Even if it makes 200 million, it's a failure.
Good.
We're down past Rambo Last Blood.
Yeah, A Dog's Journey. We're going down there. Happy Death Day to You. Not a bad film.
I haven't seen the sequel.
Oh, fuck. Dr. Sleep.
Dr. Sleep. Limping past 62 million there.
Ma. I don't know if that's meant to be good or not. Long Shot. That's not meant to be a bad film.
No, but
I'm looking at
what crushed Long Shot? It was Endgame, wasn't it?
Endgame crushed Long Shot.
Absolutely crushed it. There's Hellboy At 44 million.
Wow. And just below Charlie's Angels.
There we go.
Right below
44
Hellboy.
4 million.
That seems apt, doesn't it? Being right below Hellboy.
Yeah. Now, it will pass Hellboy, but still.
Yeah.
It's on 14 million in America.
That's bad.
That's so bad.
Wait, is it? No, it's on... so it is,
It's on
yeah,
14 million domestically. It's on 44 worldwide.
Damn, why is it... I wonder why it's more popular worldwide.
I don't know.
It's interesting.
Yeah, because Charlie's Angels is an American commodity. Right?
Yeah, that's so strange.
Yeah, but still 14 million domestically. Bad. And here, there's an important thing about this. Mm-hmm. Domestically, like, so your American box office is the most important one because that's the money that goes mostly straight to the studio. Where when you see, like, say, Fast and Furious make 300 million, do you know Universal probably gets around 150 million of that?
Yeah.
Because you have to make massive deals with Chinese
distributors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, China especially, because China's so strict that they're like,
totally.
oh, we're getting half of that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
that's why a lot of these movies now are getting Chinese investors, like Pacific Rim 2.
Yeah, exactly, because they know it's going to be a big hit in China.
Not to be confused with Two Pacific Rims.
No, exactly. The porn parody, yes, yeah. Very specific rims.
It's actually not a porn parody, but I think it should be.
It should be, absolutely. It's like Shaving Ryan's Privates. It's too good not to make.
Yeah, Harry Plopper and all
Harry
that.
Plopper, yeah, exactly. Child's Play, you can just leave that as that is.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. Whoa.
Little, you can leave that as it is.
Yeah.
We can just go through.
Long shot,
leave that. Yeah,
Ready or Not as well.
Yeah,
Ma.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
White Snake, White Snake, Doctor Sleep. Yeah.
It works so well.
Oh, Happy Death Day to you breaks the trend.
That's
War, Exit After a Dog's Journey. Just put all them together.
A Dog's Journey.
Exit After a Dog's Journey. Yeah. What Men Want. That's perfect.
Want.
We could go on and on and on. Medea Family Funeral.
Yeah, that says it.
That says it all.
Right, will we move on?
Yes, let's move on to reviews.
Reviews. So we don't really have any review except I watched Daybreak.
On
Netflix, a Netflix TV series.
Yes, the most woke show
you'll ever fucking see. It's exhausting. It's exhausting.
I'm tempted to watch it in the way that people are like, you should watch Riverdale. It's really good, bad TV. And
yeah, I watched a few episodes and I was like, that guy does have some good shirtless scenes.
I'm sure.
They keep talking about.
I'm sure. Dude. And people describe it to me and I'm like, that doesn't sound bad enough to warrant me watching.
Yeah, it's really attractive people talking to each other on camera. Like, that's what they're everyone's a model.
Yeah.
Everyone's a model.
Is this Daybreak now or
Riverdale.
Riverdale still.
Yeah,
okay. But Daybreak, as you're describing it to me, it sounds like the perfect slice of not being self-aware and hilarious
or
at the same time.
trying to be super self-aware and super PC.
No, I don't think it's self-aware. It's being woke. As in,
right.
Like, if from the sounds of it, if they were trying to be woke and self-aware at the same time, they would be making fun of themselves for the characters in it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Where I think they think they're making all these amazing political breakthroughs and they're being they're just breaking down the wall, man.
Yeah.
Where it makes no sense.
Taking it to the man.
Everyone is so extremely sensitive. Even the bullies, I was saying, are sensitive. Where someone makes like a derogatory term, like a comment about, I think, someone's sexuality, and the guy's like, hey man, we don't do that anymore.
Yeah. You were
so
like,
what, you just shove their heads down a toilet but you don't make like bad remarks about their sexuality?
Yeah.
I might even be getting that wrong. It might be even something lighter than their sexuality. It could be just the way they look, like, hey, you look a bit chubby there or something like that. It's like, hey man, we don't do that.
Weren't you saying like the main jock in it also happens to be, is it the main bully or the main jock?
The main bully / jock
is gay.
Okay. And it doesn't work for the character because you know exactly what they're trying to say.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, anybody could be gay. You don't need to be kind and sensitive and feminine to be gay. And I'm like, I get what you're doing, but get the shit out of my face.
Yeah.
Oh, his father in it is, it's probably a spoiler, but honestly, you don't need to see it. It's Deathstroke. Joe, I can't say his second name.
Yeah. Manganiello.
That's it.
Yeah, his dad is him.
Yeah.
Dude.
He only makes a little appearance, but I was like, hey, because he's in a photograph, he's in a portrait, so you get to see the gay jock with his dad. And I went, oh, that's cool that they used him, but there's no way he's going to be in it. And then there's kind of like a little shock scene where you're like, oh, he's actually in it.
Joe Manganiello is a cool guy.
He's a very cool guy.
He runs a D&D game with loads of other famous people in Hollywood.
Yeah?
Yeah, he has them over all the time.
Best thing about Magic Mike 2.
Yeah?
He has the best scene.
Do you want to know who's a huge D&D nerd?
Who?
Also in Daredevil. Girl who plays Karen.
Really?
Deborah Ann Wall. Huge D&D nerd.
She's lovely.
She is.
She seems so tall.
Yeah.
But I love her.
She's a huge D&D.
I'd climb that tree.
She's a huge D&D nerd, and her husband is blind. Is actually blind.
Oh, really? So they have a shot, like.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So there you go. But he also runs.
I have a shot with him as well.
Another WWE star who's a big D&D nerd, The Big Show.
And Ronda Rousey. Both of them love D&D as well. Yeah.
So Joe Manganiello is a big proponent of it. Dungeons and Dragons.
Anyone who's not as nerdy as Connor.
I won't abbreviate because that's just for the cool people in the audience, you know. No, but
for a second I had to think what D&D was. I was like.
It's the thing they play.
Like BBW. Here. I was thinking in my head.
here's how I'll make it aware. It's the thing the kids play in Stranger Things. That's what it is.
Yeah,
that's how you explain it to people.
Right there, yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
But that's cool that he's in it for.
Yeah, that was the highlight of the whole show. I was like, Deathstroke.
And he's married to Sofia Vergara.
Yeah. Whoa.
Yeah. Lucky guy.
Pappy.
Yeah. Anyway,
yeah.
So it's just a super woke. You were describing the scene to me, and it sounds like it should be self-aware, but it isn't. The consent scene that you were describing to me
fucking pissed me off so much. It's like two 17-year-olds, two attractive 17-year-olds, guy and a girl.
17-year-olds.
Yeah. I'm sure they're probably like 21 or whatever.
35-year-old actors playing 17-year-olds.
Oh, what's that vampire series with Dylan O'Brien?
No, Teen Wolf.
Teen Wolf.
Yeah,
man, they ain't teens. That's adult wolf all the way.
Yeah.
I was only watching that and I actually kind of liked it. I don't know, it's a guilty pleasure. But in season 5, there's a female who I think is 29.
Okay.
Playing a 17 to 18-year-old who's just finishing high school.
I just don't believe it.
And once you read it, you're like, oh, I fucking see that. I can see that this is clearly a woman. She could have children and a mortgage.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm just finishing high school.
I never understood that show because everyone's like, oh my God, you should watch Teen Wolf. Dylan O'Brien is amazing. And I'm like, oh, he must be the Teen Wolf. He isn't.
And he steals the show, which says a lot about how good he is in it, though. He is really good in it.
Anyway, what was I going to say? Back to Daybreak. This consent scene.
I want to talk about Teen Wolf.
Maybe next time. I have been tempted to watch it before.
Tyler Posey, lead guy in it, becomes likable. He's pretty bad at the start.
Okay.
Dylan O'Brien is such a standout in it. Sorry, I'm actually talking about Teen Wolf now. That the lead is there making the show while Dylan O'Brien has to take breaks to go do his own franchise.
Oh, okay.
You know, The Maze Runner.
Yeah.
You know, that shows how the secondary character is the breakout star.
I want Dylan O'Brien to be in something that I like because he seems like a cool guy and a likable and a good actor, so I want him to be in something where I will have crossover. I don't particularly want to watch Teen Wolf, but I might.
It's okay. I watched it while working out. I actually watched all 5 seasons while working out.
Oh yeah, you were
saying.
I work
out, by the way, guys.
Oh yeah, Ian works out. Ian watches terrible shows while he works out.
Yeah.
And sometimes you stumble across a show you think will be terrible, and you have to not watch it when you're working out because it's too good.
Yeah, because I just end up standing there watching the whole thing. Yeah. And this is fuck. What was I supposed to be doing? Reps. Reps.
Yeah. Exactly.
I watched all the Fringe 5 seasons as well. But we were talking about Daybreak. Yeah. Consent scene, yeah. Oh, it pissed me off so much. 2 good-looking, supposable 17-year-olds about to have sex. And the guy, not even the girl, the guy goes, wait, do you consent to this? Now, she's fucking straddling him. She's ready to go. You can hear the waves crashing in her pants. Like, she wants it. Like, she really does. She's the instigator.
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, wait, hold on, honey.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this? And then she's like, oh, I got the consent app on my phone.
Consent app.
And then
I'm gonna look for it in the app store.
I need to get that.
Yeah.
Can you retrospectively use it? You know. So I'm like, look, she fucking consent.
I'm gonna put it in and make it look like I've had more sex than I have. Consent form app. Here we go.
And then what I hated about it was then he looks at her phone and she's had over 20 lovers.
Okay.
And she's supposed to be 16, 17, and he kind of has a knee-jerk reaction. And then it's all about slut shaming. I'm like, if she was my daughter and I seen she had slept with over 20 different people.
Totally.
And she's 16 to 17.
Yeah.
I would not be happy.
It's also like, it's so...
Get your slutty ass out of my house.
But it'd be the same thing if the dude...
Under my roof.
Exactly.
Under my fucking roof.
It'd be the same thing if the dude took it out and he had like 20 people. You'd be like, he's a slut.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's fucking a lot of people.
Here, I forgot to say to you, and I just remembered.
Yeah.
That in the app you can say what you want and what you allow.
Oh.
Yeah. Instantly, I'd be like, fucking check anal.
Yeah,
check that box.
Tick.
And then she'd be like, whoa, what you doing? I'd be like, you checked it. You checked the box.
Check the box. It's like
I want to start and end with that.
Here we go. I found it. It's like in the terms and conditions, you know, the South Park episode with the apple with the terms and conditions, and the whole joke is that it's like the joke is that no one obviously reads those, they just click consent. But the joke is that Kyle, it's like, you didn't read them, why did you click them if you didn't read them? You know,
there's all these crazy terms and conditions. Actually, speaking of anal, let's give Rory a shout out.
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, that's your shout out, Rory.
I don't understand the connection there.
No, me either.
No, okay, fair enough. Rory's our biggest fan.
Yeah.
So there you go. I have to set up an account for Consensi.
You're actually looking at this?
Oh, I downloaded the app.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole thing. Oh, fuck it. I'm going to set up the app while we do this.
I'm going to belch away from the mic.
Good idea. So, so she shows her phone and he slut shames her because she's...
do you know he doesn't even slut shame her? He just kind of goes, whoa, wait, hold on, how many? And it's over 20. And then she's really pissed off and goes off on a rant.
It is kind of like... I would feel the same if a girl showed me the consent app and I was like, not only do I recognize some of these names, there's a lot of names,
and
you know?
It's all guys from his school as well. So he's a bit like, what? You were with the vice principal? Well, that wasn't in it, but you know, actually the principal is Matthew Broderick.
Oh yeah.
What?
Yeah, Matthew Broderick is the principal.
Matthew Broderick, is the principal in it.
You were saying they're going for this like Ferris Bueller style.
And that's what drew me to it. A guy in work said, Michael, who definitely is not listening to this. You know Michael who used to work with us?
Oh yeah, I know.
Yeah. He was like, he's in his mid-30s and he was like, he's got family and all, and he was like, this is really good. He told me to watch it.
Okay.
So he does not seem like the type of guy that would watch this. But anyway, once they break the fourth wall straight away, and I was like, oh, that's why Matthew Broderick's in this.
Gotcha.
The connection to Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And it's quirky like Ferris Bueller's Day Off, where like it is trying to be self-aware about things and go, oh, I understand, guys, what we're trying to do there. Like, they even do like a stinger at the end, and then they'll go, oh, yeah, that was like they'll break the fourth wall and go, oh, I know, we just did that. Oh my God! Well, tune in next. You know, they do some sort of silly things like that.
They're self-aware, but in the wrong way.
Yeah, and it would be cool if it was good, but it's not.
I say that about a lot of TV shows. Man, this would be really cool if this was good.
Yeah, but it's not.
Next time I see my girlfriend, I'm going to make her sign up to this consent app.
I wonder if it has the terms and conditions where you can tick what's allowed and what's not.
If it is, I'm not going to show her.
No?
No, obviously. Obviously I will.
Then you know where you stand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Hang on, I'm setting up my account now.
Oh, here, do it afterwards.
Okay. No, I just have to put in my email, submit. Okay, there we go. It's all set up. This is going to be great. This is going to be something I definitely don't delete the second I go home. Yeah, but then you were saying there's another scene right afterwards where they order pizza and the girl tries to fuck the pizza guy or
alludes to.
Yeah.
So, and then it's supposed to be okay.
Are we not meant to judge her? Is that empowering? Is that
I think
why?
It's supposed to be. So they order food.
Yeah.
And this is just before her and the young guy is about to fuck.
Yeah.
And she's literally straddling him on the couch. Doorbell goes. I like how I do a knock for the doorbell.
Doorbell. That's how I ring doorbells. Doorbell.
Hey.
Doorbell.
Doorbell.
Ring a ding ding.
And bellboy.
That wouldn't fly on Daybreak, what we just did there.
Oh, not at all.
No.
Yeah, so the guy comes in.
Okay.
But she goes, oh, can you just put the food in the kitchen there? And the guy's sitting there, like, going, what the fuck is going on here?
I've been there.
What's going to happen?
Yeah.
And she kind of starts oddly flirting with the delivery man and kind of going, oh, just put them there. And the guy's looking at her. The delivery man is a bit like, what is
going on?
Is there a threesome? Am I supposed to be involved in this threesome? And the kid's sitting there on the couch, fully erect, going like, what? Is she about to fuck him? Are we about to fuck him? And then the guy leaves, and she's like, oh, what did you think of that? And the guy just doesn't know what to say. And I'm watching this kind of going, kick her out.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Do you think she's into cooking?
Chlamydia alert.
Yeah. Do you think she's into cooking? Maybe that's it.
You watch.
Yeah. I want you to watch.
I ain't paying for this food.
I got a hole in this pizza for a reason.
Paying with flesh.
She's paying of the flesh. It is the oldest profession.
Yeah, and the best currency, if you ask me.
That's true. Yeah. It's gold standard of currency, I would say. Yeah, so Daybreak. I am actually going to check it out because it sounds like terrible television, and I'll definitely...
And a lot of effort put into that terrible television.
How many episodes?
10.
That's okay. If you said 24, I probably wouldn't have watched it.
I'm 9 deep at the moment. Yeah.
Wow.
So
are you?
You know, I'm giving out about it, but it's me actually getting angry at it. But I'm like, what are you going to do in the next episode? It's going to anger me. I need to see it.
I finally finished New Girl as well. I've been watching that for ages. All the characters are great in it, but the writing doesn't hold up sometimes. But I'm so invested because I've watched 7 seasons of it that I was like, I just want to see how it all ends.
And Jake Johnson, that was his coming out party, really.
Jake Johnson is great. Max Greenfield, he's Schmidt in it. He's amazing.
He is fantastic.
I don't know the guy who plays Winston's name. He's hilarious. He's
very good as well.
He is in.
Is that Cop Out?
No, Game Night. Game Night.
Does Jake Johnson and one of the other guys?
The other guy, one of the Wayans brother guy.
Yeah.
He's
in Cop Out, isn't he?
He's in Cop Out. Yeah. Excuse me.
They're good together.
They are very good together, and that's the whole reason they did movies together. No, it's not Cop Out. It's Let's Be Cops.
Let's Be Cops.
Let's Be Cops.
Cop Out is that terrible Kevin Smith movie.
Yes, yeah. I've watched Let's Be Cops.
Yeah, me too.
It's an okay movie.
You know what? I seen it in cinema and really enjoyed it, and then I watched it at home, and I was like, I guess it's not a good movie. But I
quite like Jake Johnson in it.
Jake Johnson, I always forget his name. You know the cop, the big dude.
Oh, Rob Riggle.
Yes.
Yeah.
Rob Riggle.
He's cool.
He's really good.
He's an ex-Marine.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh, we've had this conversation.
We
actually.
have.
Yeah.
Him and Adam Driver are both ex-Marines.
Yeah.
So,
he's good.
He's a cool guy. He also he's on Conan at one stage, and Conan was like, "Are you because you're a Marine? Like, were you always prepared for like situations to go off?"
This Rob Riggle.
Rob Riggle,
okay.
yeah. And Rob Riggle was like, "Oh yeah, like if there was a shooter in here, I'd be going that way." And Conan's like, "You realize that's behind me?" He's like, "Oh, I realize you're like a pretty good like if there's a shooter here, they're going for you. So actually, I'm going behind."
If someone doesn't know who Rob Riggle is, 21 Jump Street. He's the coach.
He's the coach in it. Or in The Hangover, he's the tall cop who does the tasing.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Huh. He's in a lot of stuff.
He is.
He just kind of shows up.
He shows up.
Dumb and Dumber 2, he's in as well.
He is, yeah. He's the hitman.
Yeah.
He's super memorable, but you wouldn't know his name necessarily.
I know, yeah. I always get him mixed up with Patrick Warburton.
Yeah. Hey, Peter. Hey,
Great
Peter.
voice.
Yeah, he does. Patrick Warburton's great. Yeah, also, we don't have a review ready for this. We're going to be doing a Martin Scorsese episode next week, hopefully.
Yes, because The Irishman.
Yes, I have an hour, 42 minutes, and 19 seconds left of The Irishman. I tried to get through it all. I couldn't.
It's 3 hours long. 3.5 hours long.
3 hours, 29 minutes. Yeah, I'm an hour, 42 minutes, and 19 seconds left. So
live update.
Yeah, we're gonna be checking in, seeing how people are getting through that. It's good so far. It's good. I'm really enjoying it.
It's all I've read.
Yeah. So
high praise.
That's the only review I can give. Will we move on to trailers?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What would you like to do first?
We're gonna do a quick one because we're just gonna shit all over it, and it's the Walking Dead trailer.
Oh my god.
The Walking Dead: A New World. What is it?
World Beyond.
World Beyond. That's
World Beyond.
It looks like the worst teen heartthrob movie.
YA, the young adults.
Yeah.
Just listen to the music. There's teenagers killing zombies while there's this empowering, happy music in the background. That guitar, the build up, it's so lame.
Yeah, it really is.
It sounds like the music when the love interest is running to the girl, you know, and he's running down the road.
Or guy. Come on, you're watching Daybreak. You gotta.
Of course. I'm woke now.
Yeah, you're woke.
Gotta keep it PC.
Yeah.
You know when he's running and it's this uplifting music where it's like, he now figured out that he actually loves her.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna make it.
And they're killing zombies.
Yeah, it's the tonally doesn't match up. I don't understand why they're kicking off another Walking Dead franchise when the franchise is dying.
Yeah, and it's dying dead, and it just keeps going.
It
keeps going.
It's funny. The Walking Dead, pretty apt name for the franchise, you know.
Mm-hmm. Literally is, yeah.
Yeah,
and Fear of the Walking Dead is, I think it's renewed for a 6th season. I can't believe that's still going.
I can't believe it's on 6 seasons.
I can't believe it exists. You know, after, I'd say 2 or 3 seasons, I just thought it died. It's gone.
Mm-hmm. But no.
It's still chugging away in the background.
The series as a whole, all of it is just baffling completely to me.
But this is the thing. It's if you look at the ratings, it's plummeting, and yet it's still one of the highest rated shows on AMC.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So it's literally half the ratings. I think it's even below half the ratings from like say the peak time would have been like third to fourth season.
Yeah.
It's less than half of that, and it's still one of the top shows on AMC. Which, can you imagine then how massive that was for AMC in its third or fourth season?
In its heyday.
It's like, the second place is whatever it was at the time, and then fucking The Walking Dead is a million leagues above.
Although I suppose like that kind of makes more sense why AMC is like holding on to it as much as possible, you know.
And then they're talking about movies. They're gonna make movies with Rick.
I can't think of anything worse.
I know.
I don't want to watch any more Walking Dead. I don't. The comics over.
And you're a big fan of the comics.
I love the comics.
You've read all of them now, haven't you?
Read them all now that it's finished. The comic is over. Loved how it ended. Loved everything about the comic. And the show is just a disappointment. And I started with the show, and then I read the comics.
Right.
So
I did the same, except I only read like 2 volumes. Now I thought the comics were brilliant.
Yeah. They are. Having finished them, like, it's amazing. And when we were looking up this trailer, I saw a clip and it had one of the comics characters' name in it that I really liked. And I was doing this. I was like, I wonder what they're doing with him in the show. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, okay, they've ruined him. Great.
Well, you explained exactly what's great about him.
Yeah.
And then literally the video just described him completely opposite to what you felt.
Completely opposite to the character I knew or what I liked about him. The only thing they share is the name. So I was like, well, I don't see the appeal of watching this show. It's just shit. Like, Robert Kirkman initially had this great idea where he was like, I'm going to do in the show what I wish I'd done in the comics. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. And then the show being successful got in the way of that.
Right. It blew my mind to find out that Daryl isn't in the comic book.
Exactly.
Well, probably my favourite character.
Yeah.
Now he has to be because half the other characters are gone.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
people keep leaving and coming back, which is pissing me off as well. Like Lauren Cohen, who plays Maggie is like, I'm done with this. I'm sick of this. And then she's gone for a season. Now, I am not even watching it. I'm just reading all these articles. It's like, oh, Maggie's back in the next season.
Yeah.
And then Daryl... Norman Reedus.
Yeah, Norman Reedus.
I keep reading about how he's negotiating these bigger and bigger deals because Rick's gone now.
Oh, yeah.
And then when Rick left, they're like, oh, but he's going to come back and do his own movies. I'm like, what is going on?
I just don't care.
Carol, has she left or come back? I wouldn't be surprised.
I don't care. I don't care about Carol. I really don't.
Michonne was one of my favourite characters the end of me watching it.
Apparently the mid-season finale now is setting up Michonne's exit from the show. So
now she's exiting. And she's a big star now after Black Panther.
Yeah, she is. What's her name?
I do not know.
Denai Guerrera.
Is that her name?
There we go. Yeah, I got it. I was like, Lupita Nyong'o? No. Daisy Ridley? No. Denai Guerrera. Meet in the middle. That's where my head was at. Nice. That was where I went to 2 extremes. I was like, no. There it is.
There it is.
That's where my brain is at. Yeah.
It looks awful, though.
It looks awful. It does.
Will we do The Call of the Wild?
Yeah.
That was fun.
Harrison Ford and a attempt at a dog.
It looks kind of like a dog if you squint. It's Scooby-Doo.
It's definitely meant to be a dog.
It's meant to be a dog. Now, we covered cats.
Yeah.
Last week, and we were saying how it's really weird how it's an amalgamation of a human being and a cat. And it just looks like a man and a lady cat procreated. Mm-hmm. This looks like they want, like, Harrison Ford and this dog have instant sexual tension.
It's true. I think so.
It scares me.
And he's talking to it like it's like he's like, let's go where no one else has gone before. And it's like, ooh.
Is he talking about bestiality?
Harrison, are you gonna fuck this dog?
I think he's talking about bestiality.
You gonna fuck this dog? Because I'd watch that. The worst part is, like,
it's a CGI dog.
It's a CGI dog, and it looks terrible. Like,
why is he CGI? Have you ever watched Beethoven?
Yeah.
Those movies?
Yeah.
They're real dogs.
They're real dogs. You can do all the goofy shit that this dog does and still make it a real dog. I get that a dog's purpose nearly drowned a dog, and so everyone's a bit hesitant to use them now.
Have you ever heard about that TV show, Look, I think it's called?
No.
About horse racing?
Oh, I have. Yeah.
And they had to, like, put down so many horses died. I think mid-season 2 they had to just cancel the whole thing. What was the actor?
Tobey Maguire.
No. That's the Secretariat. Isn't
it? That's it.
There's a big actor. Meet the Fockers. lead guy.
Ben Stiller.
No, his father.
Oh,
Dustin Hoffman.
Dustin
Hoffman was in it, and horses died left, right, and center, and they were like, "Fuck, we just gotta stop." 2 seasons in I think second season, they were like, "People are dying." Still, I wish they killed dogs rather. No, okay, that was bad, but people gotta see the CGI.
It's so bad. When this dog, by the way, when this dog dies in this movie, I probably would still cry. Even if it was.
Do you think the dog dies though?
Of course, yeah.
Come on, he doesn't. They have sex at the end.
Sorry, you know what? When I say dog, I mean Harrison Ford.
Oh, okay, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
No,
what is Harrison Ford doing? Han Solo is now with Scooby-Doo.
I love the way Harrison Ford. He's like, I don't want to be in it. I won't be in any more Star Wars films. I want to make Call of the Wild.
I want to make a rom-com with a dog.
I want to make Call of the Wild.
This is Lady and the Tramp.
Yeah, exactly. How's that doing on Disney Plus, by the way?
I don't know. Like, well, in what way do you mean? Like, critically?
I don't know. Is it doing...
Like, I don't know about the streaming numbers. I'll ring them tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll find out. I would like to know what I was doing, except we don't have Disney Plus. And yet we're watching The Mandalorian. How's that happening? Oh, luck, I guess.
This trailer is so bad.
There are just some scenes where I'm like, I get it. When the dog is fighting the bear, the dog has to be CGI.
Do you know what the... Oh, yeah, sorry, yeah, go ahead.
But, like, when the dog is just sitting next to him and they're staring at the moon, I don't see why... This shot, why can't it be a real dog?
I know.
And why does a tiger in Life of Pi look better than this dog? Also, what were you going to say? Sorry.
Well, first of all, I was going to say that it looks like there's a dog that beats the shit out of a bear.
Yeah.
Because it looks like it's just one-on-one, a dog and a bear.
Yeah.
And I don't think the dog dies. But what I was going to say is, do you think that they had to commit to this? So what they did is, they probably thought, right, we'll do the scenes with a real dog. And then they realized, okay, pre-viz, we're going to have to do, like, the dog's not going to actually fight a real bear, even though I would so watch that movie.
Me too.
Oh, in this movie, a real dog fights a real bear. And they had to kill, like, so many dogs until one dog won the fight. That's what I want to see.
Oh, yeah. I want to see the BTS footage of that.
Fuck yeah.
All these cameramen just bawling their eyes out as another dog goes in.
And they've got a kennel of, like, 20 dogs, and every dog's watching the other dog going...
It's like in Boogie Nights where Philip Seymour Hoffman is the boom mic guy.
Never watched this movie.
Oh, have you not?
Oh, does he?
He's gay and he's in love with Mark Wahlberg's character, and whenever he's watching him do the sex scene, he's like, and it looks like he's in tears and he's like aroused at the same time or whatever.
I love it.
But yeah,
Absolutely love it.
It's like whenever like the dog runs in, like all the boom micers are crying. It's like, why are we doing this? Why am I part of this movie?
I think it would be easier to watch 20 dogs die by the hands of a bear than looking at this travesty.
Wow.
Do you think what
That's
happened
a strong
was...
opinion. I wonder what PETA would think of that.
I'll call them tomorrow.
Yeah.
After
Disney Plus, yeah.
I just think they had to commit to it. What happened was they were like, right, this looks funky.
Yeah.
We did a fully CGI dog. Wouldn't it look really weird if we go from that fully CGI dog to a real dog?
Or did they think all the other animals are going to be CGI, so we kind of have to do the dog as CGI?
Or it won't sit well in the movie. But it
None
does not sit well.
None of this sits well.
I know. Wouldn't it be horrible to find out that there's actually a real dog there and he painted over it?
Yeah.
Which I wouldn't be 100% surprised if that's what happened.
You know what he looks like? He looks like a creature from Fantastic Beasts.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he really does.
And like,
are we talking about Harrison Ford?
Harrison Ford still, yeah, obviously.
Yeah.
And you can kind of like when it's a fantasy creature, if it looks a bit goofy, you're kind of like, well, it is a fantasy creature.
I already know it's not real in my head.
Yeah, but when it's a fucking dog, you're like, it's meant to be a dog. I know what a dog looks like. That doesn't look like a dog.
That looks like Harrison Ford.
That looks like Harrison Ford. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone should just watch this trailer because I know you're probably thinking it can't be that bad.
Just look.
It looks
just watch.
So bad. I'd love to know. Do you know what? What's James Gunn's brother?
Sean
Gunn played the dog.
Played the dog. Yeah.
Played the dog.
Yeah. Raccoon claws.
Yep. Yeah. He's in a green suit right now playing the dog. Oh, what's that, Harrison? You want me to lick where?
Okay.
I like peanut butter. Wherever you put it.
Yeah.
Wink, wink.
Sean, you don't have to be this method.
I want to lick his balls.
I want to lick his balls.
Stop me.
I want to lick Han Solo's balls.
With a little nibble. Oh my god, we did not.
Alrighty then.
Moving right
We'll
along.
move on. We're going to move on, and we're going to briefly talk about a trailer we've written on our list to talk about for the last 3 weeks. Code 8. How many minutes?
Code 8. We're 50 minutes in.
50 minutes.
We'll make this fast.
We'll make it quick. Code 8 is a passion project between the Amell cousins,
yes.
Stephen Amell and
Stephen. Oh, did you start with Stephen?
Sorry.
I am listening to you. I swear, Robbie Amell and Stephen Amell.
Stephen and Robbie Amell. And it's like this...
The most fuckable Amells you can imagine.
Basically.
Very handsome dudes.
Very handsome dudes.
Very Canadian.
If you want to know what they look like, Stephen Amell is Green Arrow in Arrow.
Yes, and he's also in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as Casey.
He's Casey.
I think that was his biggest role.
Yeah, probably.
Actually, this is kind of significant. They're not huge stars, which makes this more likable as well.
Yeah, totally. And actually, like, as much as I don't like Arrow or any of the CW stuff, I like Stephen Amell.
He seems like a cool guy.
Yeah, like when he's doing the American Ninja Warrior course, and he's just talking about, like, people are always like, you can't do the Jacob's Ladder. Like, that's clearly not you doing it. He's like, I fucking can do it. Like, I love that whole thing.
And at the end, where he's like, this was great fun, guys.
Yeah.
And I gotta finish now.
Yeah.
You know, when he's just hanging there and he's kind of like, this has been fun.
Yeah.
But this is as far as I go.
Yeah, and he just drops. Yeah, it's good. And Robbie Amell is from The Babysitter.
From The Babysitter, the guy that won't put on a shirt.
Won't put on a shirt, yeah.
And he's also in Arrow and The Flash.
Yeah, he plays Firestorm for like one season.
Yeah,
and then
he's kind of in and out.
He comes back.
Supposedly they have no scene together, or at least no dialogue.
Really?
Yeah, the two cousins.
And
this was the thing, is he said he wanted to make something together.
Yeah.
But I think it's very significant. Well, we'll give you the backstory, but I like that they're not big stars, and that's why it makes it more independent. Like, they made their own movie, essentially.
Crowdfunded.
Yeah, exactly. And if it was Robert Downey Jr., he'd be like, well, 10 million of my residual check can go to this movie. They can't do that.
Well, Robert Downey Jr. is busy setting up a firm to help create AI.
Oh, yeah.
Did you hear about it?
He's literally Tony Stark.
Yeah, he is. He's turning into Tony Stark.
But before we go on, we'll talk about that for ages.
Yeah, we will.
Code 8, so it's made by the two cousins. And what they did is they made a short film that's on YouTube that you can see called Code 8.
Yeah.
It's a 10-minute long short movie.
Yeah.
It's pretty decent.
It is. I watched it.
And the whole thing was it's a proof of concept.
Yeah.
And then they went on Indiegogo and looked for $200,000 to make it. So they made their proof of concept, which has wrote it down, 5.2 million views now.
Cool.
The short movie, 10-minute short movie. And then they made a GoFundMe page, and they asked for 200,000 and made over 2 million.
Yeah.
Which, I love that.
Yeah,
I love that. And if you look at the packages that you could buy, I regret that I didn't buy one or two of them.
I remember you saying.
Because I think for $40, which for us is like €35.
Yeah.
You get like this massive digital package where they'll send you the movie when it's ready. They'll send you a digital poster, and they'll send you the script for the short movie and the movie itself. I love that.
Yeah.
You know, I actually wish I had invested in it just to be a part of it.
Totally.
And you know what? Like, the short movie won't knock your socks off, but it's not bad either.
Yeah.
And I just respect what they did. Two actors, mid-level actors.
Yeah.
Not massive millionaires. I don't think they're walking around in big mansions.
No. I mean, they're not doing bad.
No,
you know?
they're not doing... Well, definitely not Stephen Amell.
No.
On his 8th season of Arrow.
Yeah.
So I say now he's making some bread.
And when every season is the final season, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
That show will never end.
I think it's ending though.
Is it?
I think,
Is it finally ending?
8th. They cut the episode count in half as well. So they're definitely pushing for... I wouldn't be surprised if he shows up in other series.
Yeah.
But
I actually, we've been talking about this before. I might actually watch Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Me too.
They released the Brandon Routh as Superman. Have you seen what he looks like?
Looks great.
He looks
love it. With the grey.
Great. The salt and pepper hair.
And if anyone doesn't know who he is, you've seen him Superman.
You have. Superman Returns.
Superman Returns.
Yeah. It's very cool.
Directed by a paedophile.
Sorry,
that was a blanket statement.
alleged paedophile. Yeah.
But Bryan Singer.
Yeah,
no, I think it's really cool. The Stephen Amell and Robbie Amell did this. And if you actually watch the videos where they talk about the movie and they ask people to give them money, essentially, they're so charismatic. And especially Robbie Amell, because he's the guy you see least. You know, he's not that big famous actor. And he's really good on camera.
Yeah.
And he's extremely handsome, which obviously helps things.
Totally.
He's a very likable dude. You know when you see a guy and He's really charismatic. He's really good looking, but then he seems like a really nice, genuine guy. You're like, oh, cool.
It's weird how, like, sometimes you see actors like that and you're like, I wonder why you're not a bigger star. You know?
Yeah.
That's kind of how I feel about Robbie. Stephen Amell, I understand more.
Yeah.
His Arrow is what he's famous for, and he's kind of been pigeonholed into that, basically.
Yeah, 8 years.
8 years, yeah.
And he was supposed to be in the original short movie that he did, the 10-minute movie.
And he just ended up doing a voice, right?
Yeah, he does a voice of like a drone.
Yeah.
But it's only because he was busy doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Arrow. So he literally had, I think in the interview he said there was 18 months where he could not fit anything in. So he just could not be in a short movie. 18 months of just, because they do 23 episodes per season of Arrow. And then he doesn't even do 23 episodes. He does 23 episodes of Arrow and then does 2 or 3 crossover episodes.
On The Flash.
Every year.
Yeah, and then they do their big crossover one where it's Supergirl and Legends of Tomorrow and The Flash and all that.
And then, of course, he's doing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
With press junkets and all.
It's a lot.
But anyway, I just think it's really cool. And I 100% support this. And you know what? Even if it's not a great movie, I just love how ambitious they were. And that they tried something. And if you watch the short movie and the trailer, it looks good.
The trailer's pretty cool. I hadn't heard about it before, and Ian just showed me the trailer, and I was like, I would go see that. That looks pretty cool. And the effects that they've managed to do, despite it being low budget,
talk about stretching the budget. Like we were only talking about that one.
Charlie's Angels. Yeah,
48 million. We're like, where the fuck did they get that from? Like,
yeah, I know.
And yeah, the same thing.
Yeah, you're watching this, and they're like, wow, they went minimalist with it, and it actually looks really good.
Looks really good.
Yeah. So we'll move on to news.
Yes.
Those are all. Finally, we got to talk about Code 8. We've been dying to do that. So to get right into news. We might do. I think we should probably do them in chunks. So we'll do Star Wars, then DC, and then
great.
Extras.
Yeah. Miscellaneous.
The hang-alongs. You know.
Yeah.
So in Star Wars news, the director of the 3rd episode of The Mandalorian, Deborah Chow, the best episode so far, is the series director, or the only director named so far on the Obi-Wan Kenobi movie.
Second one that you said. Yeah. So far, I can't find out if she's directing all episodes or not. But either way, she's definitely doing the pilot.
Awesome.
The most important episode.
Yeah, totally. And like I said, she directed the best episode of The Mandalorian.
And she has another episode coming up.
Cool.
Down the line, around 5 or 6, I think, 5th or 6th episode. But yeah, anyone who's watched The Mandalorian episode 3 should be excited for Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Those first 3 could be a movie in themselves. I understand why they're played back to back, you know?
Yep.
Like,
big time.
They're really, really good.
It wouldn't even be a long movie when you think about it.
No, it wouldn't.
What's it, 40 minutes, 30 minutes, and then the other one's around 35, I think?
Yeah, I think what they're going to do is, like in the Clone Wars, they're going to do arcs. So, like, this is the first arc, and then the next 3 episodes will be another arc, and then maybe how many episodes is it? 8
altogether.
Yeah, so the last 2 will be a finale, you know?
It might be longer. I wonder if the last episode's an hour long.
No, that would be nice. That would be nice.
But here, Deborah Chow.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
And already I'm excited about other projects that she's doing.
It's great to know that she's directing this now, because we literally were so lit up. Anyone who's listened to the last episode, we're like, episode 3 is fucking great.
It's so good.
As I said, I was like, holy shit, we got a show.
Yeah, we do.
I was like,
we got
really
a
happy
show
with
on our hands.
Yeah.
Ooh, baby, we got a show on our hands.
Oh, we got a show. And yes, so it's in good hands.
It is in good hands. But speaking of something that we thought was in good hands, but isn't, John Boyega, whilst moving apartments, left his Rise of Skywalker script under his bed, and it was sold on eBay for £60.
It was going to be sold.
Oh.
Disney was... Well, I'll give you a little bit of background.
Yeah.
So Disney were so strict with this script that with their scripts, that they didn't even want to hand them out, just as Marvel do as well.
Totally.
And they made... I didn't even know this exists, but I guess it makes sense. The scripts were made on uncopyable paper.
Oh.
Now, I wonder if you can even not take a photograph of it. Surely you couldn't then. But I don't know how that would work.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not technology I'm familiar with.
No, not at all. I feel like these are high-tech pieces of paper.
I wonder what else.
It's like an iPad per page.
I wonder what other pieces of technology Disney are sitting on.
Oh, yeah.
You know, that they have.
Yeah.
We already know cryogenics.
Oh,
That's the famous one.
We can cure many diseases.
Yeah, we can.
We're waiting for our time.
Mickey's diseased.
Yeah. If Bob Iger gets like really sick and then He's cured.
He's cured again.
He had 8. So I'm pretty sure
he had something like really bad. And everyone's like, no, he's fine.
Yeah, he seems fine. I see him jogging.
Yeah. That's the sign of someone getting better. I saw him jogging.
I seen him jogging.
Yeah, that means like he must be doing fine.
Yeah.
No, Rise of Skywalker script is leaked.
Yeah, and this is what I was going to say about it being made on uncopyable paper.
Yeah.
So, like an exec or someone who works for Disney seen on eBay the Rise of Skywalker script, and they were like, that looks really familiar.
Oh, fuck.
That looks genuine. And I assume because I've never seen uncopyable paper, but I assume it doesn't look like normal paper.
Yeah, probably not.
So they were like, that looks genuine. Let's investigate this. And then it turns out that some cleaner had put it up for like £60 on the internet.
What an idiot.
Obviously not even knowing that it was genuine. How close were people to just ruining... The Rise of Skywalker probably cost 250 to 300 million production alone.
That's a lot.
At least $500 million when you include marketing.
I've seen... Apparently the whole script's online.
Is it? Whoa.
Apparently it's there. Yeah. I nearly read an article about the last 10 minutes of the movie.
Uncopyable.
Yeah, exactly. So, actually, I did read something that's apparently a spoiler.
Oh, don't tell me.
I'm not going to tell you, yeah. I was like, did I spoil anything for myself? And I'm like, no, it was good. Oh, no, wait, I wasn't that good.
Okay.
So...
but the story is, though, that John Boyega left it under his bed and then ended up moving apartment and forgot to take it with him.
Shit.
So someone who was cleaning the apartment found it.
Yeah.
He said, the way he put it, he's a pretty cool guy. He was just like, oh, my mates came over and then we start partying.
Yeah.
I love how, like, he just woke up out of bed and his mates come over and he's like, okay, we're doing drugs. We're chilling, man.
I could totally see myself doing that, though, at the same time, you know?
Oh, man, if I had success, I wouldn't be a good person.
Me neither.
I've said this to my girlfriend. I'm like, maybe Harvey Weinstein's a bit of a stretch, but I'd be like, man, if I was put in that situation where I felt very powerful, I had a lot of money, and chicks liked me, I'd be like, oh, fuck.
All right,
see,
everyone.
I'm so the opposite of that.
Yeah.
That I could see how that would go to my head. I'd be like, what am I going to do next? You know?
So now you know if we get successful and Ian stops appearing on the podcast, you know exactly what happened.
Me too.
Me too, yeah.
I got some splaining to do.
But thankfully, this kind of script leak has kind of been, like, they've been bombarding, like, Star Wars headlines every day. It's like, this is this, and this. I've read negative and positive ones. I've heard.
Wow, I never heard that.
I know, yeah, me neither. That's Vader. Vader comes back. Get it? No, not Vader.
And he's asthmatic.
Not Vader. General Grievous. You know, he had the cough.
Yeah.
Anyway, for all you prequel fans like me,
I understand that reference.
Yeah, thank you.
Because he's the only robot I've ever seen to have a cough.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sure Michael Bay has that in one of the movies.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I could probably, if you give me enough time, I'll think of who it is. Mudflaps and the other racist one are the only one I can think of at the moment. Skid Marks and Mudflaps, I think that's their name.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Anyway, so like they've just bombarding like news and headlines, like
definitely going to be the name of my kids.
Mudflaps and Skid.
Hey, Skid Mark.
Say Skid Mark Mudflap. They're not a dog.
Well, it was going to be that or Shitface Cullen.
Shitface Cullen or Skid Mark Cullen.
And I'm going to give them a Mike Tyson tattoo when they're young.
Nice.
And then they grow and it stretches out.
Perfect. One on one side and the other one has it on the other side, and then when they come together they make a Megazord.
I like it.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, what were you saying about Star Wars? You're trying to make a legit point and I just shit all over it.
It's just, you haven't shit all over it. You made an excellent joke about skid marks, Mudflaps, and your kids being a Megazord. Your future babies. No, but it's just the market is being saturated with Star Wars news at the moment. Everywhere. Like positive, negative. Like for every positive review, I see a negative one or like something. Like I read an article saying that there have been walkouts from early Star Wars screenings.
Yep, you were telling me that earlier on.
Yeah. Apparently people are just not happy. They're leaving in like the last 30 minutes or whatever. That it's been cut down. It was 2 hours 40, right?
It was 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Yeah.
And this was J.J. Abrams saying it himself.
Yeah.
And now, like 2 months later, he's like, it's 2 hours and 21 minutes.
Yeah.
Everyone has to remember, this is supposed to be the end of the Skywalker saga.
Yeah.
So usually I'd be like, oh, he's tightening it up. Mm-hmm. I want 2 hours and 35 minutes.
Me too.
Because it seems like there's a lot to tie up.
Well, I think I want 2 hours and 35 minutes. You know?
Hopefully I'm not watching this going, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How long is this?
Yeah.
Am I watching The Irishman or like...
Hour 42:19 left. Hour 42:19. Yeah, but then there's other news, like apparently Palpatine was always going to come back. He was always the plan for the ending.
Seen that.
I don't know how much of that is bullshit with JJ Abrams. No, always the plan.
Yeah,
he lied. Never forget that he lied about Benedict Cumberbatch being Khan. Someone flat out asked him, is he Khan? He was like, no.
But you know what? I like that he lied.
Yeah, me too.
Loads of people don't like that.
No,
they're like, you can't lie to the fans. I'm like...
Yes, you can.
It was so fun. And I went into that movie not knowing he was Khan.
Yeah, me too.
Because he had lied about it, and I seen it the night it came out. And when it was revealed, there was a gasp in the audience.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's great.
Yeah.
I've read film journalists who really dislike when a director flat out lies. So, but if you answer it like a politician and you're like, well... I'm not. What's the thing they say? I'm not
confirming nor denying.
You know, then he's confirming it.
Pedro Pascal does it actually really well. Where
that's a confirmation, though, isn't it? When you say that,
yeah, it's basically a confirmation. Pedro Pascal was asked by a reporter about The Mandalorian related to Star Wars. She was like, "Are you secretly Boba Fett?" He's like, "Oh man," and she's like, "I know. I gotta ask these questions if I'm not doing my job." And he's like, "I'm not doing my job if I tell you either."
That's a great answer.
So I was like...
Where Mark Ruffalo was like, what do you want to know?
What do you want to know? I'll tell you. I'll tell you anything. Here it is. I'll tell you jokes. I'll tell you not jokes. You know. I love that, by the way, J.J. Abrams is a liar because he lied about Khan. But Mark Ruffalo making up how everything ends and everything is just seen as fun. You know? I don't know. It's stupid. But double standards by fandoms. But he also said that Rey's force powers are apparently not an accident. Like her being really good at the force. And not only that, but the powers she has shown in the movies. Like it's not as random as we have been led to believe. Like there's a reason for it.
Which is him. I feel like it's the Suicide Squad where he's like, the Last Jedi kind of didn't happen.
Yeah, but it might have.
It might have happened.
I don't know. He again, it is tough. I suppose I understand why journalists don't like it when directors lie, because they lose credibility then. So like when he turns around and he's like, The Last Jedi didn't derail us that much, you know, we're still on track. I don't know whether to believe him or not.
But he cannot say.
No, he can't.
He just can't.
No,
he can't.
Yeah, that's true.
That's the problem though. Like there's certain things that people can't, like when Ben Affleck was asked about Batman versus Superman.
Yeah.
He cannot say it's a bad movie.
Yeah.
Now this is the director of Argo, of The Town.
Yeah. Great movies.
Of Live by Night. But like he's a great director. He's made some serious stuff. Yeah. Some really good quality stuff. Surely he does not like Batman versus Superman.
I truly believe the script that he read and the movie that he thought they made was really good.
At the while making it.
While making it. I truly believe that he thought he made a good movie.
Well, he got Chris Terrio on board to rewrite it, and then he has a co-writer credit, the same guy who wrote Argo.
Yeah. So
surely he was like, okay, I'm getting my hands on this.
Yeah, he's like, this is good. I'm just going to touch it up and make it great. And then somewhere along the line, it didn't go right. The director, maybe, but I don't know. Look, these are all speculation.
Yeah.
Honestly, this is what I find funny. 90% about podcasts or YouTube channels or anything that talk about movies and TV or whatever, it's all speculation.
And opinions.
An opinion, yeah.
Yeah, and that's all we're doing.
My English teacher used to say opinions are like assholes.
Everyone's got one.
And most of them stink.
Oh, I never heard that extension.
He used to throw that in the end.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah. Funny enough, he would always say that about my essays that I handed up, which I thought was strange. Yeah. I didn't see the connection, you know. Now I do. But yeah, so that's kind of all the Star Wars news. They're really saturating the market with it at the moment.
But I do like how buzz is at fever pitch.
Yeah,
that does feel good.
It's building.
After The Last Jedi, I like that it's building again.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like there's a lot of people who are like, I'm finished with that franchise, because I've spoke to a lot of people. Now, I know we shit on The Last Jedi a lot, but a lot of people shit on The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
And I've talked to some like grown men who've grown up with Star Wars who are saying they're not going to see The Rise of Skywalker in the cinema.
So strange.
Yeah.
Like,
because I never think, maybe I'm just too much of a fan.
Yeah.
That even if I watch something that I hate, like Thor 2, I'm always going to see Thor 3.
Me too.
Even if Taika Waititi wasn't involved, I'm going to see it.
I need to see it.
I need to see it.
Yeah. I am. Again, huge Star Wars fan. Love it. I can justify not going to see Solo. I'm like, I don't want to see that. Numbered Star Wars movie in the Skywalker saga. You know,
the canon, like the proper
the
one,
main,
like,
the meat and potatoes.
Yes,
you got to go see that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's like not going to see. Like, you don't have to watch every Marvel movie, but you go and see the Avengers movie.
Oh, big time. Well, here with Solo, even we're different as well. We do a movie podcast, so I went to see Solo mainly because of the backstory of the directors getting fired.
Yeah,
like 3/4 of the way through, and then Ron Howard had to come in, and there was big reshoots. There's a part of me that just wants to see it because I'm like, oh, I wonder how they put this together.
Yeah,
you know, which is not everybody at all. You know,
no,
it's I'm the minority.
Yeah, for the same.
I'm thinking that way.
For the reason you saw it, I didn't go to see it.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, and I ended up watching it later. And
now I have the Cineworld card, so
yeah, that's true.
You know,
shout out to Cineworld.
Cineworld
We'd
card,
love a sponsorship. He's already paying you. You can give us some money if you want. You know, it's not like cinemas.
Give me it for free,
or give it for him for free.
Give me a refund.
Yeah, we'll shout you out every time. We'll go see every movie. I swear, please, just be
happily.
Just be our sugar daddy.
Yeah, our sugar daddy.
Please,
I like it.
Yeah, so that's kind of all this Star Wars news. So we might move over to DC now.
Yeah, we got some juicy bits for DC as well.
There are. We kind of hinted at it earlier, but the R-rated.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I was hitting at earlier on, because we were talking about how Joker made all the money.
Yeah, in the world.
And now Warner Brothers are like, everything's gonna be R-rated now.
Everything's got to be R-rated. Birds of Prey is a finished movie that they are now making R-rated.
That scares me.
That's scary.
Because when I first read it, so the thing is, Birds of Prey and the Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
Now it's not like 100% confirmed, but DC are angling to make them R-rated.
Yeah.
The Suicide Squad is mid-production, and it's James Gunn who's made some seriously R-rated material before signing with Disney and making the Guardians of the Galaxy.
He's probably like that's fine to me. Like James Gunn doing an R-rated Suicide Squad movie,
fine to
perfect.
Me. I've got a movie boner.
Yeah,
hearing it, I'm like, this is going to be excellent.
He was probably writing the script, and he's like, okay, and this character's head explodes, and now he's like, oh, we get to show this character's head exploding now.
Of blood and brains.
Yeah, exactly. We're gonna it's like King Shark can really be King Shark, and he can tear some bitches up, you know.
And I'm just hoping that this is being reported now, but James Gunn already had a bit of free reign, because a lot of directors now, I didn't know about this, and I think it was the Wolverine maybe, where they would film scenes twice, or sometimes like it might have done it on Logan as well, where they'd kind of have an R-rated version of a scene.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
So I'm hoping that James Gunn had already made some stuff that they could easily cut out, but he could easily put in.
Yeah.
Because they were very aware that Joker would have been trending before it even went into production.
Totally.
And supposedly film studios know well in advance if a movie's going to do well. Now, of course, they can't predict that Joker's going to make $1 billion.
No.
But I'm sure they're like, oh, it's going to make over 500 million. We can clearly tell, because like they have a marketing team that's analyzing Google searches, Twitter trending, pre-sale tickets, how many YouTube videos are getting made of it, how many podcasts are covering it. Like there's people who are literally employed to track all this.
Crazy.
So that's like, I think it was Guy Ritchie that said in Joe Rogan's podcast that like, oh, they know months in advance like if it's gonna do well or not.
Cool. So hopefully,
I'm hoping that the DC were like, here, Joker looks like it's gonna do really well. So you can beef your sex scenes and your R-rated language up a bit if you want.
Maybe that's why it took a bit for Suicide Squad to start production. Maybe James Gunn was waiting for the okay to start doing some R-rated stuff.
I goddamn hope so.
Yeah. Whereas it's worrying for Birds of Prey.
It is, because I love the news, and of course that character Harley Quinn has some serious R-rated potential.
Yeah. By the way, her TV show, the animated TV show starring Kaylee Cuoco, is on like a 94%, and that's an R-rated animated TV show, and it's doing really well.
Which sounds great.
Yeah.
I'd love to give it a gander.
Yeah, I'd give it a gander.
I wasn't that excited about it.
Me neither. I'm interested in the voice cast. Alan Tudyk as a Joker, I think, is a great pick. I really want to see what he does with that role. I've said it before, don't particularly care about Harley Quinn as a character, but I'm interested to see everyone else, you know?
Yeah. But yeah, as we were saying, it's kind of a bit worrying when a movie has been made.
And now it's R-rated.
It's like
doing it for the sake of it.
Yeah. I'm totally for it. I just don't see how they're gonna retrospectively make it an R-rated movie.
Yeah. There's no sort of perfect way of doing it, I guess.
Yeah, like how does that work?
I don't know.
Unless they also did what I was explaining for the Suicide Squad, but like they started filming months and months ago.
Yeah. How does it work? I would argue it probably doesn't work.
Yeah.
You know?
So I'm a bit afraid.
Me too.
When it comes to that. But here, actually, we'll move on because there's more DC news.
Yeah.
This is bad news. That one was kind of neutral.
Yeah.
Great news for the Suicide Squad. A bit of a strange kind of approach for Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
But the Batman, we have been selling this movie.
We really have. We've
quite
been putting in work. Warner Brothers, give us like premiere tickets. That'd be really nice.
Fucking yeah, we deserve it. We put the work in.
Yeah, can we meet Colin Farrell? Can we just interview him? That'd be amazing.
Oh, I'd love that.
If we could get him on the show.
I'd love that.
If we could get him.
I would swoon for the whole episode. Tell me more, Colin.
Tell me more, Colin. Tell me about Alexander the Great.
You know what? You're more handsome in person.
You're so much more handsome. And you look so young. Yeah, if we could get Colin Farrell to come to Ian's shed and do our
studio?
Ian's studio and do our stupid little podcast, even call in and we'll be like, it'd be amazing.
You'd fawn over him.
It would. We'd put up a Colin Farrell picture instead of a Tom Cruise picture. Yeah, man. Whew. It'd be messy in here.
It would be fucking sticky. It'd be a sticky podcast.
A sticky icky podcast right there. Yeah, so apparently this Batman movie, the plan is to do spin-offs.
Yeah.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan of the idea.
And again, this is weird because Joker is having a fantastic ripple effect, but then, as we said, Warner Brothers are like this child that gets happy. He's like, oh, that worked. That worked. I'm going to do that now.
It's too excitable.
And now they're thinking, oh, well, other villains, like the Penguin. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm all for Colin Farrell as the Penguin.
Yeah.
But I don't really want to see a Penguin movie.
The Penguin character in this Batman movie was made to be in the Batman movie. The Joker character is made to be in a Joker film.
Yes.
So it doesn't work if you want to take a character from this established franchise where they weren't written as this multi-dimensional... Well, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie, I suppose.
But they're taking it from the comic book lore.
Yeah.
Where Todd Phillips had free reign.
Yeah.
And he took many liberties.
He did. He took...
As you have to do if you're making a film centered around the Joker.
Totally. I don't... That
story doesn't exist to start with.
Exactly. And a Joker film wouldn't work if Batman was running around.
No.
It doesn't work.
And that's why the sequel's a weird one.
Yeah, exactly.
And as I keep saying, every time I try to do these acrobatics in my head of how the Joker sequel would work, I'm instantly making him an anti-hero.
Yeah.
Without even trying.
Yeah.
Because to me, a turf war is the way to go.
Totally.
Like someone like, imagine Colin Farrell as Penguin. Obviously, it wouldn't be Colin Farrell, but Penguin and Joker go head to head at a turf war. Instantly, you're like, well, I want Joker to win. He's now an anti-hero.
Yeah. Well, there's a famous, well, it's more recent, but it's the War of Jokes and Riddles, and it's the Joker and the Riddler. And what happens is the Joker
are they against each other?
Against each other, and the Joker isn't laughing anymore. He's not finding what he normally finds funny.
Wow.
And it's like it's fucked him up basically, and he just gets sadistic. And the Riddler is
sadistic.
He basically tries to kill the Riddler, and the Riddler survives and goes after him basically. So that's kind of a modern comic that they could do, which is.
But it's weird because he will be the anti-hero. You know.
Yeah, But the joy of that comic is Batman's caught in the middle and he can't keep up. He can't keep up because they're fighting each other and it's the collateral damage, you know?
Okay.
So I don't know if it would work for a movie. This is the thing. I want more Joker. Also, don't want it because I don't think it'll work.
I think we just need to trust in Todd Phillips, and whatever he decides,
it's true.
We'll just run with it until we see.
Did you see those BTS photos of him on set and everything
in Joker?
In Joker, yeah.
I've seen many. I don't know ones that you might be alluding to. I've just seen many. I love the one of them hugging.
Me too. Yeah, that was the one I saw. It's just seeing him like talking to the actors and pointing stuff out and everything, and him and Joaquin Phoenix and like really like talking to each other about stuff.
The bromance is palpable. Like it's great. It's great to see.
Yeah.
Well, here while we're on DC, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh yeah, wants to be Superman.
And he met with Warner Brothers supposedly
to revamp
for like a fresh take on Superman, which is just weird because only last week we reported that Henry Cavill said, "Hey, the suit is still in the closet, and I'm still Superman."
And that I want J.J. Abrams to do a Superman movie.
Yes,
I think Michael B. Jordan could possibly do a good Earth 1 Superman. If they wanted to go a different route with it.
I think Henry Cavill has a lot more to say though.
Yeah, me too.
I really do.
I don't particularly want anyone else doing Superman.
And hey, we got Aquaman.
Yeah.
Because I'm just saying, after the remnants of Justice League.
Yeah.
Justice League didn't work.
Yeah.
Lost loads of money on it. We still got Aquaman. We still have Wonder Woman coming out, the sequel.
Yeah.
They're Gal Gadot and Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
So why not Henry Cavill?
Totally. I think you can do a really good Superman movie.
And you know why J.J. Abrams is rumoured to direct it? Because he recently signed a massive deal with Warner Brothers, a first look deal. I think this is the one that's worth like $500 million.
Cool.
So that's why he's rumoured to be looking to direct Superman. So it makes sense. So maybe there is a little bit of legitimacy.
Hopefully.
In the rumour.
He could also do a good Green Lantern, I suppose, having done Star Trek.
Moving right along.
Yeah.
Green Lantern is officially still in the works.
It's still in the works.
That's about all I have to say.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Is there anything else we want to talk about? We're kind of going.
Yeah, I think... and the Servant just got renewed for season 2.
Yeah, so remember last week when we were like, man, The Servant looks cool. I really hope it doesn't turn into a multiple season thing.
We were shocked that it had 10 episodes. We're like, how's that going to work?
10 episodes of this? I don't think I could watch that for 10 episodes.
And yet we love the look of it.
Yeah, I love the look of it. Toby Kebbell's great. Man, I hope it ends at the end of that season.
Yeah, I hope it's a mini-series.
Yeah, maybe it'll be anthology.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
What can we say?
Who knows?
And I think that's a nice, sweet episode right there.
Yeah. There's other stuff, but we might cover that some other time.
Yeah.
I'll probably rant about some of the stuff here, so we just don't have time for it. You know?
I'll probably talk myself into a hole again.
Yeah. I'll probably make a sweeping statement about China. It's just the way things go on this show.
It's how we do.
Hunk and Skunk, quickly.
Oh, Hunk and Skunk. Well, Skunk is going to be the bestiality movie. I mean, sorry, the Call of the Wild.
Yeah, where Harrison Ford fucks a dog.
Yeah,
and a
dog.
And a dog fucks a dog. Ayo. Get it? And the hunks, I say.
The Amell dynasty.
The Amels. The sexy
Steven
Amels.
And Robbie.
Steve and Rob.
Keep your shirts off, lads.
Keep the shirts off, boys. Keep Jacobing that ladder.
And I can't wait to see Cody.
Yeah, me too. But that's it, guys. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Subscribe on YouTube.
Subscribe.
And tell a friend, please, because we love doing this and we want to get more people listening.
Yeah, tell a friend, because it actually really helps.
It makes a big difference.
Yeah, it does. So, thank you guys, and we will see you next time.